Hey, besties. Okay, so I really wanted to do a more like familiar challenge just to see if I can still do it because I've done it way too many times, really. And there's like, surely I would run out of possibilities. That's sort of the thought that was like going around in my head. And so I wanted to see if I can still do this anti-same face syndrome challenge and not run out of ideas. And obviously that's like the entire point of the challenge, but like for some of the options they don't really have that many like possibilities. So, I wanted to make sure that I still had a very unique looking sim. So essentially the challenge is just that you like get a random number generator and each thing has like the amount of numbers or possibilities you're supposed to like put in, and then you roll and get a number and then you do whatever that number is. So for this particular sim, we got a square jawline, a cleft chin, birthmarks as the skin extras, a diamond face shape, a narrow forehead. Her eyes are going to be upturned and far apart. Eyebrows are going to be arched. Straight nose with a high bridge. Low cheekbones. Ears are large and rounded. And a full mouth. And so that's basically like all that we got to like work on. And then we can kind of do like whatever we want after that. And I think that's why I like the challenge the most, is that like you can kind of just do whatever you want after. Like it's really helpful for like character creation because it will help you like get out of that like same face sort of comforting quote unquote like facial features. And then once you're out of that, like you can just do whatever you want. You can just make like whatever kind of style you want to make and like whatever kind of sim you want to make, because they don't like give you any specifics after the facial features, and that's great. I love that a lot. And also I am just now realizing that I think I forgot birthmarks. Like I just realized I've already made the sim, I've done all the stuff, and I'm just now realizing that I forgot birthmarks. So this has happened before. This has definitely happened before because it's a lot to sort of like remember in the moment. And so I usually just roll it over to the next person. So whoever the next person that we make will have birthmarks and something else. I cannot believe I forgot about that. I was supposed to do the body birthmarks because I did like everything in the face category, and then I just completely forgot about that. But aside from that, I really do like the sim. She like reminds me kind of like a lion, but also like she gives like, I don't want to say mermaid, but like something around mermaid, fairy, whimsical person. But also like she feels like she would have like an Australian accent. None of these things make any sense, by the way. These were thoughts that I had while I made her. And I enjoy her a lot, actually. I really like the colors. I gave her like a really pretty bluey green colored eye, and then I gave her like a slightly lighter brown hair color than her eyebrows, and I really like that. It was actually based on those choices that I decided that like her color scheme would be orange and blue, and I really liked that. And also that was sort of my challenge for this, because I'm very like matchy, everything has to match in real life and in The Sims. But like I was really trying to not be super matchy. As long as it fit into the orange and blue color scheme, it didn't necessarily have to match, which was very big for me. I feel like everyone should clap, actually. And it was really nice. I don't know, I really liked her vibes. I tried to keep her not really cottagecore, and definitely not kawaii. I would just say like cutesy, I guess. Like I would describe it as like a cutesy style that's like slightly more cottagecore leaning, because I was kind of thinking about the new pack while I was making her. And I don't know, it made me a little happy. Like I could kind of see her being a fairy, I don't know, like a fun fairy. She actually really reminded me of Flora from Winx Club, like a lot, and I don't know why. I think Maybe it's the hair color, but I don't know. And yeah, I didn't really want to do cottagecore because I do cottagecore way too often, like way too often. So I really wanted to try to continue challenging myself with like just a slightly different style. And I think it turned out really well. Like, and I really got to use a lot of like bows and like flowers, and I tried to use a lot of like stockings and tights and like cute accessories. Like I really try. I feel like I don't really like accessorize to the best of my abilities normally, and so I really wanted to change that. Because I have been downloading, granted, a lot more CC, but also a lot more like accessories just in general, especially like purses and stuff. Because there was like a time when like I feel like the only purses that were like available in The Sims 4 were made by this like one kind of shady creator, and like I didn't want to use them because I didn't want to like approve of them ethically and morally, so I just didn't use purses. But now everybody's making purses and I love it, and it's Max's match too, so I can just use them whenever I like. And A Harris of Brittany has made like tote bags and stuff. Like, it's amazing. I love that. I love the amount of accessories I now have, so I think I'm actually going to try to use them more. And like a lot of the constraints that we had previously, like with like eyelashes and stuff, we no longer have, so I can use like rings and all types of things. It is great. I love that. And so for this, I was kind of going for like more of a fairy type look, hence the like flowers and the fairy wing earrings, and then like the butterfly eyeliner. And I don't know, I like this. I do. I am a fan. I feel like it would look better on a fairy because like the wings would be like the extra accessory, but like I do really like this. And I might use this sim somewhere in the future because like I really enjoy her vibes a lot. Actually, I don't think I've made a sim that quite looked like this, because I've done this anti-same face syndrome challenge, as I said, many times before. And I've gotten some of the things similar, like a straight nose with like a high bridge and like cleft chins and stuff, but like none of the sims look exactly alike. And I think the low cheekbones helped to sort of make her face more unique, because I definitely am like a high cheekbone giver. But that's just because my cheekbones are high, and so I tend to sort of gravitate towards features that are similar to my own, or like features that I know I like. And so I usually give my sims high cheekbones, so like low cheekbones were very new for me, and it helped her face stand out a bit more, especially just like in my memory. And I also really like this party wear. Like I was trying to utilize that like butterfly mascara, not mascara, butterfly eyeliner a lot more, because I don't really get a chance to use it. But like when fairies come out, I am going to put it on everybody. Like you are in fact going to get very sick of me. And I do kind of have like an idea for like, not necessarily like a CAS challenge, but definitely like a CAS video when fairies come out, and it's going to be like very occult themed. So I think you guys will probably like that. And I don't know how successful it's going to be in terms of like me getting the vibes right, but like it'll be cool. It'll be cool. I'm not really selling it too well right now, but like it will be cool, like I promise. And I appreciated the fact that I didn't do cottagecore like with every single outfit that I did, because again, I do that too often. But like this sort of cutesy cottagecore, not cottagecore look is actually really nice, like because I was able to utilize some things that like I've never really used before, like those like ruffly shorts. Like I've never used that before, and it's cute. I don't know, it's cute. And that was all that I wanted from each outfit. Like I'd stand back and be like, is this cute? And if the answer was yes, then I would just keep going. And that's really all that mattered. I was trying to like figure out the cold weather outfit a little bit more, but like those boots were very much not her aesthetic. And then I was like, you know what? I don't have to match this so much. And it really freed up the outfit, I think. And I've also really been trying not to match so much throughout this entire thing. But I really like that, and I never thought I would because I'm, again, very strict about matching. But it was cute. And then these screenshots, everyone should clap. I finally learned how to take proper screenshots with reshade and like the immersive reshade. Shout out to Day, actually, because I knew how to turn it on. I just didn't know how to move the lights around, and now I do, and now we should all be very sick, actually. I am going to use it so much, and I didn't have to like turn it off to take like full body screenshots. Like, this is the best day of my life, actually. I have in fact never been happier. Life is great. Let me know what you think of this sim, and I will definitely be doing this challenge again.